Hey, good morning. Today our topic is learning from nature. Now, Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew 6, he tells us not to worry about tomorrow. But he doesn't just say, hey, don't worry, be happy, right? Maybe as the song says. He points to examples. He says, look at the birds of the air. Look at the flowers of the field, right? They neither labor nor spin. They're not working, toiling. They're not building up for the future. They're not storing away. And yet their beauty and their care, right, is beyond what most humans have. And so we're to learn from them. Of this concept and passage, Dietrich Bonhoeffer in The Cost of Discipleship says this: be not anxious for the morrow. This is not to be taken as a philosophy of life or a moral law. It is the gospel of Jesus Christ. And only so can it be understood. Only those who follow him and know him can receive this word as a promise of the love of his Father and as a deliverance from the thraldom of material things. So we don't get enthralled by the material things of this world. We trust in God to provide. It is not care that frees the disciples from care, but their faith in Jesus Christ. So we don't get relieved from all our cares by caring about them and worrying about them more. We put our faith in Jesus Christ to take care of our cares. Only they know that we cannot be anxious, verse 27. So only the believer understands that and can live that. The coming day, even the coming hour, are placed beyond our control. It is senseless to pretend that we can make provision because we cannot alter the circumstances of this world. Only God can take care, for it is he who rules the world. Since we cannot take care, since we are so completely powerless, we ought not to do it either. If we do, we are dethroning God and presuming to rule the world ourselves. So when we're trying to store up and change the world, if you will, we're trying to say, hey, I want the future to be this. We're not allowing God to be God. We're saying, I want to have a certain amount of control. I want to play the part of God, ultimately, is what Bonhoeffer is stressing. Last paragraph here. But the Christian also knows that he can not only cannot dare to be anxious, but that there is also no need for him to be so. Neither anxiety nor work can secure his daily bread, for bread is the gift of the Father. The birds and lilies neither toil nor spin, yet both are fed and clothed and receive their daily portion without being anxious for them. They need earthly goods only for their daily sustenance, and they do not lay up a store for the future. This is the way they glorify their Creator, not by their industry or being industrious, toil or care, but by a daily unquestioning acceptance of his gifts. Birds and lilies then are an example for the followers of Christ. Men in revolt imagines that there is a relation of cause and effect between work and sustenance, but Jesus explodes that illusion. So people who are revolting against God believe the illusion that their work leads to some future sustenance and security, but it's only God who provides. It's only God that he could cause a drought to fall on us all, and we would have nothing no matter how hard we work. So we have to get over this illusion and realize it's God who provides. According to him, bread is not to be valued as the reward for work. He speaks instead of the carefree simplicity of the man who walks with him and accepts everything as it comes from God. These are some challenging words, but I pray that we can receive it and that we not cease to be industrious or work hard, for we should, but we work hard realizing that our labor will be in vain if it's not trusting in Christ. Have a blessed day. We'll see you guys soon.